Hey soul family, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to jump right into it. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. Let's see. You could be working on like building something, or someone is watching you build something. What else, Spirit? The King of Swords. Someone thinks that you're very intelligent. Someone in your energy. Someone believes in whatever it is that you are starting, whatever it is that you're doing. They feel like what you're working on is worth working on. It's like somebody is critiquing you, and it's someone in Emperor energy. So it feels like boss energy. Someone's a boss. You have a boss watching you. It could be your boss. You might feel like your boss has been looking at you for a promotion, because this could be at work. Yeah, promotion. I see the Page of Pentacles here. There could be like a promotion. You might be new at what it is that you're doing, but you're good at it. Like, you know what you're doing. But you haven't been there before. I mean, I didn't mean to say that. You haven't been there for long. I mean, maybe you weren't there before either. This Six of Wands just came out. I need to know what that's about. What is this Six of Wands in reverse about? Transformation. Let me get another one. Why do the cards keep falling? No. No, no, no. Defeat. Okay. Now it's starting to give that it's like an energy like your manager is threatened by you. Okay, you are doing good, and there is higher ups that are looking at you and feel like you're doing a great job. And it's like they want to give you a promotion, but somebody is trying to say that you're not ready. But they're not looking at your skills. They're just looking at your time there. They want to just give the seniority to someone else. It's almost like they feel threatened by you because they think that you're going to take their position. That's what it's giving. But I feel like someone is going to step in for you with this Justice card coming out. Yeah, someone wants you to move forward, but somebody is trying to make them change their mind. That's what I'm getting. It feels like this is at work or some type of opportunity. Something where there's other people that could potentially get the promotion or get selected for something. But the majority of the focus is on you. But there's someone that's an antagonist here. Like somebody's trying to throw a monkey wrench. They are anti-you. But it's just because they're threatened. They're threatened by you. They feel like you are a threat. I don't know if you know. Let's see. Plant the seed. Ripple effect. You made a ripple effect in your workplace. You may have come up with a new way of doing something. You're creative. You came up with a new way of doing something and you mentioned it to someone and they were like, oh, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Like someone sees that you have good intentions, which is why you're being looked at. You're being focused on, because they feel like you're smart. It's back to your intelligence. Remember I told you that someone feels like you're intelligent? They feel like you would be a great fit for this position because of your innovative thinking. I heard you think up things that are not. Like what you think, your thoughts are new. I heard unconventional. And you're also, I feel like you have this humbleness about you. You're not boastful. Like your energy is very peaceful. It's very calm. And they feel like you'll be able to handle the new level of responsibilities. And that's another reason why they want to choose you. And it's something about being over others. It could be management or like a leadership, supervisory position. Yeah, but there's just someone who is trying to sway the crowd to not select you. I just heard they're intimidated by you because you haven't been there for so long and you're doing so well. I don't feel like they even feel like they did that well in the beginning when they started. They might not even do that well now. You know, sometimes at work, at certain workplaces, people get positions because of who they know. It's not about their work ethic. It's not about their skill. And I feel like this is that person. They're in the position that they're in because of who they know, but they don't really have the skill. They have a higher pay grade because of the position that they're in, but I'm feeling like they don't even know the position as well as you would if you were in that position. They know this. That's why they're threatened by you. So they're trying to make sure that you don't get in this position because they feel like their livelihood is in jeopardy. What does Honey Rose need to focus on with this situation? What needs to be the focus here? That Emperor. The Emperor. The Nine of Swords. The Moon. And the Six of Swords. What is that Nine of Swords about? What is the Nine of Swords? The Emperor is not feeling good about this whole situation because the Emperor, it feels like they can't make the decision on their own, and that's the one that's rooting for you. They don't care if you're newer at it. It's about your skill. It's about the skill to them. It's not about how long you've been there. That's irrelevant. But I feel like this person is kind of stressed out for you in a way because they feel like they're not sure if they're going to be able to move forward with how they want to move forward with you, because it's like they're feeling frustration about this. Let me see what else. This is getting weird. It's getting a little weird. The energy is weird. It's like this energy, like you might want to just, you might decide to just move on. You might be looking for another position somewhere else. Yeah. I'm seeing the Queen of Swords to clarify the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is that person that doesn't want you in the position. There might have been a tiff between you two in some way, or some type of disagreement, or they came at you wrong and you spoke up for yourself at work. Because some of these, many leaders don't lead in a way to build other leaders. They just want to call themselves a leader so that they can control people. A true leader helps others become leaders. This is not that person. This is not that person. And I feel like you're someone where no matter where you are, even at work, because sometimes people are afraid to speak up at work because they don't want to lose their job, because, you know, that is their livelihood. That's how they make their money. So they won't say anything. But I don't feel like you're like that. I feel like you might, you know, try to make sure that you're seeing things right. So you might take time to say something, like building up proof that you can hold when it comes to supporting your argument. You might wait a second to gather proof, but you will say something if once you get to that point where you like, oh no, I have to speak about this, because just because you're a leader or you're of authority in a certain position, it doesn't mean be disrespectful to people. And I feel like a lot of immature people who don't know any better in those positions, that's what they do. It's like it becomes like emotional abuse at a lot of these jobs, because it's not about like really helping the people. It's just about them feeling like on top of the world. Like they just want to feel like the dominant one, but it's not truly about being a real leader. It's not about that. They don't even know what it means to be a real leader, this person. They don't know what that means. They don't know anything about that. I don't know why these cards keep dropping today. They just dropping everywhere. Okay. I'm trying to get, maybe if I get a little closer, maybe, I don't know, but today they're just dropping everywhere. But this person doesn't know what it means to be a real leader. When you have to like bully people to try to feel like somebody, you're weak. That's just that. And that's that. So this person is really weak in real life, you know? So they feel like bossing people around and being horrible is their power. Makes them feel better, in control. Okay, so this person is trying to make the Emperor believe something that might not even be true. Because I feel like the Emperor, I don't know, it could be even trying to frame you with something, like trying to say you did something wrong. like trying to create something to make it look like you did something, to the point where it's like, I'm getting this energy like it's company policy. And there's something in the policy that says if you do this, then you're terminated immediately. Like no questions asked, no conversation, just like that. And it's like this person may have told you to do a certain thing where something, like there was a gray area and something wasn't clear, but they told you to do it on purpose and you were thinking to do it because this is where you get your directives from. But this person's like is trying to set you up, or they set you up. And if this is not, yeah, no, that's what I'm picking up from this situation. Okay, so if I were you, I would just start looking for another position. You may have started already, because work is messy for you right now. And at work, you just want to work and go home and mind your business. Nobody has time for all of these antics, because this is a lot going on right here. And it's all because someone is threatened by you. See, this is the idiotic stuff that happens in certain places because people aren't confident in themselves and they haven't taken the time to heal themselves. Because in all honesty, this person is probably just walking around angry because they have some pent-up anger from something that happened to them in their own personal lives. So when they find a time to, or find a target, that's when they start throwing darts at people. Yeah, look. You see this energy? The Five of Swords just trying to snake you. You know what? It's okay, because it's a lesson learned. And it's difficult to go through things like this, especially when you have a family to take care of, and like you have things that you're trying to do. Like you're trying to elevate yourself, and you just doing what you have to do, and you have somebody feeling some type of way about your work ethic and trying to get you out. Just look at it this way, because from what I'm seeing here, you're going to speak up for yourself and you're going to speak your truth, you know, and when it's time to leave, you're going to find something that's more stable for you. You're going to make a better income. It's going to be a much better situation. Let me see what else is going on with this. This is going to be challenging for you, though. It's going to be very challenging because it's kind of like you weren't prepared for it. It feels like it happened. Everything happened so quickly, like very abrupt. Everything just changed in a matter of a very short amount of time. So that's what's going to be the most challenging, because it's like you just have to make moves in a way that you didn't expect to. So if you're still there at this position, I'd say, you know, keep on applying to other positions. And you can like use a very aggressive method when it comes to applying for jobs. And you can apply to different jobs, like under 4 different websites, like job sites, and apply to 10 jobs a day until someone calls you, because that's very aggressive. So it gives you a higher probability that you'll end up with a position that you actually, or end up with a position sooner rather than later. Okay, let me see. What else do you want to tell our honey roses about this situation? I mean, I think to look at the bright side of things, to know what type of person this is and that they're in that position, it's like, this is not a position that you were going to be able to actually grow in, because this person is going to always cause some issues. And it also just shows that this is not the right place for you. It could also be the Most High trying to move you where you were supposed to go. It's not always good to look at, look at difficult change in like a way where it's like you get really sad and depressed really quickly. It's good for you to have a lens where you're looking at things from so many different perspectives, because it helps you to understand, not just from a physical perspective, but from a spiritual perspective. Because God's plan, we don't always see. We can't always see the Most High's plans. But we have to, what was I about to say? I didn't mean to say that, but we have to trust the process. That's what we have to do. We have to trust the process no matter how difficult it is, and know that everything is happening for our good, okay? So there's many things that are going to happen in life where they feel like the worst thing that could ever happen to you, and they could even make you cry. They could make you sad. But I always think of it like this. If I'm not supposed to be in a certain place, the Most High will push me out, because he's done it before over and over again in my life. So, just as he did it for me, he will do it for you. And every time he pushed me out of some place and I wanted to be there, or I felt like I should be there, once I was gone, I realized that I was not supposed to be there. But it took me to leave and look at the situation from a different perspective, to recognize that my time was up in that place. I received what I needed to receive from it. I learned what I needed to learn. I met who I needed to meet. And now that time is done. Sometimes things have to end. You know that saying, everything is not meant to last forever? That is very true. Everything's not meant to last forever. So if you hold on to that and stop being so tight, like, loosen up a little bit, it helps you. It helps you to be able to move with the wave of the change when you start looking at things from that perspective. Because the Most High could have been saving your life from something, You never know. There could be something that was lurking, that could have really affected you in a really bad way. And the Most High knew that you had to be moved from that position or that situation, or from these people, so that you can go in the direction that he has planned for you, that the Most High has set for you. Yeah, they want you to transform. They don't want you to be feeling like you're afraid of change. The Most High wants you to be more fluid when it comes to change and movement, and just letting things be as they are. Because once you start trying to fight what is, life only gets harder, because there's some things that we can't control. So once you kind of let go of that control to a certain extent, not saying just throw your hands up all the way when it comes to your livelihood and well-being, I'm not saying that, but I am saying that when things end, allow them to. Just as simple as that. When things end, just allow them to. Once you start trying to fight an ending, it's like you keep on beating yourself up over and over again. So it's like the same trouble and pain or infliction that you feel when you're going through it the first time. You put yourself through it over and over again when you don't really have to. So that's why allowing the change to happen without resistance is the best. Well, I don't want to say the best way, but it's a good way, because maybe there's a better way. Let me put it like that. It's a good way. Maybe you find something better. If you do, let me know, okay? Let me know. I'm hearing them say it's not good to stay in a place just for the money, because it's like putting your soul to sleep when you do that. When you just are working at a place just for the money and you hate it and you're just stuck there. It's one thing to not like your position that you're in and you're working on getting out of it and moving out of it by applying to other positions and preparing yourself to leave. That's one thing. But if you're just there and you hate it and you're not even trying to look for something else, you're really setting yourself up for misery. You don't have to do that. You don't. I'm hearing you'll find stability in your keen decision making. So when you go and you excuse me, and you apply for those jobs or move forward with certain opportunities that you have set in mind, you'll give yourself the opportunity to free yourself. This came out when I cracked the deck, the Six of Swords. So allow yourself to free yourself from this situation. You know, and I can understand if you have to stay at this place for a little while longer, possibly. But on how that King of Swords was acting, their energy was real nasty like. So you want to find something as soon as you can before they terminate you, because that could happen. And I'm not saying this to scare you, but if you feel like this message does resonate with you and you have like a hater at work and this person is above you and you could feel the energy, like it's you could feel when someone actually wants to help you grow or is feeling some type of way about you. And if you're feeling uncomfortable and you dread going to work, then there's something that needs to change. You know, it's like you don't even have to. This is not something to allow yourself to really, how can I say this? Because I know that this is a tough situation, but again, you have to roll with it. You have to allow things to happen no matter how hard it is. And I don't know how long you've been there, but you know, if you've been there for like, what was it, 18 months or something like that, then you can file for unemployment. So think about that too. Like that's an option for you. You could file for unemployment, and while you're on unemployment, then you can look for another job, right? Because unemployment doesn't last forever, but at least you could get away from the stress of this job, because it's never healthy to live in a stressful situation, especially when you're just trying to work and do the best that you can at the job, you know, but you're being targeted by someone. That's challenging. You know, because you don't want that, but you see it's there. Okay. And this is not going to resonate with everyone. This is not happening to everyone, but this is the message that came out for someone. Okay. So continue to look, be aggressive when it comes to the job search. If you feel like you need a little help when it comes to the job search, you know, usually you could just Google that, and there's these places in your area that you can, I don't know where you at, but you could try to check. But I know a lot are in a lot of different places, those like offices where you can get assistance, like career assistance. And you can even go to a temp agency to find something quickly to get away from that situation. And then it gives you kind of like more time to look for what you really want. You know, so in between time, you'll have something until you get what you really want. I'm just throwing ideas out there for you because I know how challenging this type of situation can be. And this is a real life thing, because sometimes people abuse their power and they make innocent people suffer for nothing. For nothing at all. So This is just a phase. It doesn't last forever. It's only temporary. Allow the change to happen, but also take action. Don't just sit there and be sad. Like, keep moving. That's the best thing you could do for yourself, is keep moving, so that you don't think about what's going on that's bad. You kind of shift your thought process to what could happen that can improve your situation, and it can make you feel better because you know that you're putting in action towards the change that will satisfy you. Okay? Okay. I hope this message finds who it needs to find. Sometimes my messages are a little specific because I feel like Spirit, sometimes they be talking to one person. And I just be like, Spirit, if you could just get this to them, thank you. You know, that's how I be feeling. But as long as it helps at least one, I just feel like that. I really do. Maybe it would be wonderful to help if it helps more than one. But even if it's just one, because sometimes these messages are so specific that I feel like it's just one person. Sometimes I do. But yeah, keep going. Don't stop. Keep that momentum, and you will be where you are valued. Okay? You want to be where you're valued. If you're at a place and you're not valued there, what's the point, right? There's no point. Okay, my loves, my honey roses, thank you for being here. If you would like to book a reading, you can. Go to milkhoneyrose.org. All right, okay, I'll see you later. Bye.